If we look in the Bible, sure enough, in Ezra 3, verses 1 through 6, we see that sacrifices were started before the second temple was ever completed. This is an important biblical precedent. If you have thought that the temple was needed prior to beginning of sacrifices, well, kind of like I did, well, we all need to rethink our positions on this point. This week on Wednesday, surveyors were on the Temple Mount itself in Jerusalem, taking careful measurements. What in the world were they doing? What were they measuring? Were they preparing for the setting up of the altar for sacrifices, maybe even this Passover? And there was given me a reed like a rod, and the angel stood saying, Rise, and measure the temple of God and the altar, and them that worship therein. This was that kind of measurement, except of course not by angels. What are the two items mentioned in this verse? The altar and the temple. So it is possible it relates to one or both of these things. It makes a lot more sense that the survey was in order for sacrifices to begin. That could happen as soon as March with the portable altar the Jews already have. It can be rolled right into place. So I think all Christians should be carefully watching for a Passover sacrifice on the Temple Mount, which could be a very significant end-time event. Sacrifices have to start before the Antichrist can take them away at the midpoint of a 70th week. However, the start of sacrifices is only a sign, not the sign that Jesus spoke of. That sign, of course, is the abomination of desolation. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation, which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, let the reader understand. We have just seen that animal sacrifices can happen in a matter of months without a temple and without a red heifer. But what about this abomination of desolation? Can it possibly take place without a temple? I'm sure you're thinking it can't. After all, doesn't the Bible say that the man of sin sits in the temple of God? But click right here to keep watching our video on that subject. If it can happen without a third temple being present, nearly every Christian on the planet who is looking for this event, as Jesus instructed us to do, will be shocked and surprised, and the Great Tribulation might start sooner than one expects. This is Nelson, and I'll see you there.